Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 31. On the last video from part number 30, to take part in International A license, to go faster and expert, to be on the tricky corners to get the goal, and also to have one rain course to be well acquired to have an achievement will be put up as well. So looks like it's gonna get closer at the end of the license center. We'll be moving on towards the super license. But I'll make sure I'll have to get settled in to get ready to go in on part number 31. We'll be doing a Pan-American Championship. Luckily, I just bring out my Chevrolet Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009 is now ready to go for having a very good preparation before opening up on the menu book. So now, it's number 28. Get a wide-body American car. So, this is going to be a very good excellent to have wide-body modification on the last video from part number 29 on American Clubman Cup 700 events by using 3 Chevy Corvettes to have a CR1 title in it. Head to the GT Auto and visit car maintenance and service. Track unlock is Autodromo de Interlagos, located in Brazil. Sounds like a very good, excellent Brazilian racing course will be unlocked before taking on in Pan-American Championship. For this menu, I'd like you to try your hands at modding an American car to widen its body. You got the Pan-American Championship ahead, so this is a great chance to get your car in shape. The first thing you need is a suitable American car, such as a Ford or a Chevrolet. Once you have one, take it to the GT Auto and visit maintenance and servicing where you can install a wide body kit. Come back to the cafe when it's done. I'll be waiting for you. Understood, Luca. One wide body American car coming right up to have number 28 in the menu book. So I guess I could probably have to go with a UDRS street racing variation from the Crew 2 is now perfectly chosen to be as a wide body modification. But this one is a used car dealership that I just purchased because I could probably have to keep the first one from the brand central. But the perfect answer is I also brought a second 6th generation Corvette CR1 to be purchased from the Auto Plus used cars dealership. Now, let's get that C6 CR1 to be well wide body up for only 50,000 credits. But not to mention to have the previous video to have all kinds of different rail cars to be well outfitted to have some wide body. So let's have a good look on the preview before after the wide body kit. Looks pretty cool and pretty well matched to have the difference in it. So let's go and give a good increase the width of 78.3 inches. Let's see how it turns out. Warning, wide load is now also to be well extended. And there you go. Perfect wide body Corvette CR1 6th generation to be as an LM race car. All set and good to go. But I'll make sure this one might have some custom parts will be installed as well. Whenever participate in Pan-American Championship, you might have to do with some modification to have some custom parts will be installed as well. Just gonna have to be a little bit patient to have this car to be applied in about 100%. Alright, looks like it's good to go. Now, let's just gonna have to go and apply it with some custom parts for my Corvette. After wide body checked, now let's do some car customization. Might be turns out to become a very different variation to be as an LM race car back from Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. Gonna have to go with a Type B to be purchased for only 7,000 credits. Type A will be okay as well. Okay, that should be good. That's more like it. Now let's also to have some hood bins to be installed on Type B. Just gonna have to put up with some tow hook onto Type number A. Roll bar cage will be needed. So that's how whenever it comes in to have some American race cars to have some different real cars to be well outfitted. But I already got the caliper color to be equipped on the blue brakes. That should be quite very good to be styled to be well fitted. All set and good to go. Now for the quick preparation before going back to the GT Cafe to take on in the 7th championship after European Championship. But looks like it's going to get much excellent to see how American cars like Ford, Dodge, and Chevrolet is going to be a very good, awesome American moment to take on 2 racing courses in the US and 1 in Brazil. But luckily, Pan American is all about having a very good, excellent race competitive to have custom parts with some different American car makers. So now my customization part is complete. Let's do some preparation on the tuning shop. Will be well installed to have an increased performance point to be on the base. Suggested to go with 700 pp, might be quite going well recommend. Now it's just gonna have to see how I could probably have to do perfectly. Purchase the racing clutch and flywheel will be well good enough. Oh, also to have one thing to have some other parts that I had purchased before the start of the video. I also purchased the active LSD control, might be quite very good to be on the controls for the active LSD to your preferences. But this part might be very good to have the CR1 Corvette, might be well capable to have this part to be well installed. But I'm just gonna have to say because it also has different kinds of specific performance, might be quite very good, well capable to well driven to be on the race. Just gonna have to purchase the high-end torque supercharger. What else? Oh yeah, I should probably might need increased body rigidity, will have to go reinforced. That should be quite good enough to have a decimal of 34 in around 700. Let's buy this puppy up, going reinforced and doing well perfection to see how the pads might be quite come in. Just gonna have to purchase this one here. Manifold will be increased horsepower. Okay, looks like all set and good to go. Now, shopping on upgrade parts is finished for only a short errand of time. Now, let's head back over to the GT Cafe to take on number 29. But I bet Luca is going to be so proud about my wide body modification on my Corvette. Congratulations, you've definitely earned your reward. Now, I think this probably a matter of taste. But I just love seeing cars with wide bodies where the wheels are offset on the outside. Speaking of which, you can change your wheels at GT Auto. Go ahead and give it a try if you're interested. Sounds pretty good, Luca. I'll make sure to have this wide body rim set, might be quite very well to be in style. After number 28, Autodromo de Interlagos is now available in the World Circuits track. And here it is, the perfect moment, you guys. This part of the video is number 29 in the menu book. Championship, Pan American Championship. Let's go and open up for having a very good course menu to have a very good proud American music with a cutscene. But so very excellent to have this reward to be required as a roulette ticket. By the possibility as always to have a 3-star or 4-star roulette ticket. But I'll make sure if I could probably have to get a 5 or 6-star roulette ticket, this is going to be my lucky day, just like the rest of you guys who ever played Gran Turismo 7. So let's go and take a good start for the details that Luca will have to say. Now that you collected cars made by Ford and Chevrolet, our next step is to tackle the Pan American Championship. You race on tracks in the US as well as on Brazil's legendary Interlagos circuit. Try to finish in the top 3, and once you've done that, come back here. All the best out there. Alright, here comes the cutscene. Now that's a very good proud American cutscene in GT7, you guys. This is gonna be the perfect moment for all of us as Americans to be racing on 2 US circuits, including Brazil on Interlagos. So let's go in and take on 3 rounds just like Asia, Oceania, and European Championship. But probably the 3rd one is gonna be a very good proud American moment to have a new event will be eligible by using the National A license to enter. A prestigious race series that takes place all over the Americas. So that makes a very good excellent regulation to have US cars will be using to enter. Mostly to have main rival cars to be in 3 American manufacturer brands. Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge will be entered to participate. And also to have other American manufacturer brands will be entered as well. So let's start out on to race number 1 is Blue Moon Bay Speedway, race number 2 Daytona Road Course, and for the final race is Autodromo de Interlagos. Just like Asia Oceania Championship, but different to be on a different region, is now going to be very good proud American moment, and also to have 1 Brazilian racetrack will be going in to participate. Alright. Just feel much better after having some good moment on the dinner time. So let's do some preparations on the car settings. All's good in the world, and putting up some power limiter might be quite putting up the go decrease in about 90% to be quite good enough. So let's check the measurement. 660 horsepower might be quite come in handy. Alright, let's do this, you guys. Race number 1 at Blue Moon Bay Speedway for the Pan American Championship is about to go on. Try oval track, 3 turns, makes a very good excellent 6 lap, will go faster and quicker to have 3 American cars in every manufacturer brands. But mostly to have Dodge Viper, Corvette, and the Mustang will be joined in to have a very good excellent race along with a Camaro. Sounds like a very good best race to have American racing course to be located in the West Coast near at San Francisco. Now, looks like we got some driver interactions before the start of the first race. Let's interact with Praga. The white body on your car is pretty sweet. Thank you so much, Eagle Fraga. Hope you like my design, and very good, well outfitted with some custom parts. I raced my green Corvette in Las Vegas during the 2018 Gran Turismo World Tour. I wonder if anybody remembers it. In races on oval tracks, small cornering differences have a significant impact. The first corner is practically important. Make sure your car doesn't start sliding. Correction and understood, Igor Fraga. Now, Riga Delago is now next up for the second interaction. Aside from cars, I also like airplanes. In fact, I even have my own private pilot license. Pretty cool, eh? Sweet. Looks like he is a very good pilot for Riga Delago. Now for Adam Wilk. When my family wanted to watch their favorite TV show, I plugged my PlayStation into a portable TV and keep playing. The small screen made it through to see what's happening, but the experience was no less fun. Less fun? Well, gonna have to say because it might be quite understanding and true. Now, let's see how the LSD might be quite come in handy. Gonna have to go performance with some tuning. Just gonna have to go organize like this. 690.38 performance points. That should be quite very close enough. Now, just gonna have to go increase on the aerodynamics on the downforce. Just give me one moment. Okay. Quick, well done. Now, let's go racing, you guys. Rolling start to have a very good straightaway, just like NASCAR. So 3 seconds until we're about to hit the green. Let's boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go Pan American Racing. And here comes the fighter jets are flying in on the straightaway to represent the country. Let's do this. Race number 1 is going underway. Let's push up to the limit, and we got some good American road cars will be racing on the track. There's the Ford Focus is now joining the party. 11 cars to go, now entered in sector number 2. Just gonna have to go clean racing by the formation. And here comes turn number 3 is now coming in onto the left turn. Let's switch on to the interior view and go for the action. But I kinda like the roll bar cage in the Corvette CR1 6th generation. Just like the Elm Edition from GT5 and GT6 might be quite perfectly to be as a suitable road car before turning into a race car. Now let's go catch up on to A. Cajal in the 2016 Camaro SS. Rita Gallo in a Dodge Viper is now being overtaken along with a Corvette. Nice. Very good and excellent, well-paced, faster to go on. Now A. Tapai is now coming in. Gonna have to take the right side to go outside. Speed it up and go for the straightaway in lap number 3 at the end of lap number 2. So far it's getting closer to have Igor Fraga in the lead to have a green Corvette C7 Stingray, as you may ever seen from the American Clubman Cup 700. Adam Wilk in the Ford Mustang has been overtaken, and M. Rodriguez in the Ford GT40 coming in. Cleared and passed procedure on the clean overtake. So now, looks like F. Porpolia and Daniel Soares is now coming in to be on turn number 3. 2002 and 2013 Dodge Viper GTS is a very good, excellent competition to be well having some customization. But let's make sure to have a proud moment to have Team Corvette will be moving on in lap number 4. Here comes Igor Fraga coming in to take the lead. Push up onto turn 1 and go straight away to be on the left side onto turn number 2. Going forward and going faster to take the lead for myself with Team UDRS Insportec to be on the number 1 spot. Okay, that's the spirit. very good, proud American supercar to go faster to take the lead. Now, let's go in and beat my lap time to be updated. 0.142 seconds and 48 seconds in total time. We'll have to keep it up. Lap number 5 is now currently to be on the main forward course after doing some tricky corners from International 8 license. But not to mention to have the total distance is 52.515.8 miles long is going to be very good, excellent. I just bought the second Corvette CR1 6th generation from the used car dealership. But as I said always, I'll have to keep it from my first one from the Grand Central, might be well put up to be marked as a favorite. So here comes the final lap. This is it. This is going to be it, and going successful to be on the clean racing. Gonna have to go decrease and move on to turn 1. Pack it up in about 150 miles per hour in the second straightaway. Very excellent, and doing some good American high-speed racing to do some cornering when doing a different role of a NASCAR. Final stretch I go. Keep going at it. Ladies and gentlemen, Team UTRS in Sportec takes the podium in first place on race number 1 at Blue Moon Bay Speedway in Pan American Championship. Successful and proud American achieved to have the fastest lap in 47.252 seconds in lap number 6. Total time by under 5 minutes is 4 minutes 51.33 seconds. Now let's see the main outcome to have some prize earnings to go happily there on to 50,000 credits. Added with 2,500 credits, we'll be putting up with some clean race bonus will be well as well. Now let's see for the standings at the end of round 1. Very good and excellent for several drivers did their best out there to have currently on the different position. New day and go on for the daily workout. We'll be starting up to have a very good, excellent moment in this part of the video. Now, let's see how the replay might have to go with a thumbnail image to be captured. Just gonna have to see how go for a good, perfect look. Okay, there it goes. Hopefully, I could probably have to move on to tap one lap. We'll proceed forward. Just give me one moment, you guys. Okay, there it is. Wait for the moment. But I'll make sure that, as always, to be patient. Okay, there we go. Not so bad about having thumbnail image to be saved at replay. Thank you for your patience. Now, race number 1, check and complete on Blue Moon Bay Speedway is very excellent to go faster to have 3 turns by the inside and outside cornering. Just like NASCAR, but 3 American manufacturer brands will battle out to have a very good, excellent championship in the 7th stage. So looks like we got some good real cars to have an all-wheel drive, such as the Ford Focus RS 2018. Now, let's go to the south at Daytona International Speedway to be at the real course on race number 2. From the west coast and go for the south of the United States of America is going to be a very good, proud American moment to have a returning track ever since from Gran Turismo 5 Prologue to Gran Turismo 6. But the track layout always stays the same to have some different background variation to be well changed up from over the years. So let's proceed, and we got some 2 GT competitors are now also to be in the interaction. First up, the Pi. The Mustang is an iconic Ford sports car with a whole lot of history. I hope I can do the model proud when racing in one. The bank corners here at Daytona are really something. The steepest of them is at a 31-degree angle. 31-degree angle might be very challenging and interesting. Now for Cachao. As an Argentinian native of Buenos Aires, I am drawn to countries where the people are warm and friendly. Yes, you are, Cachao. You are friendly. Now let's check again on the settings, because still currently to be on the Sports Soft compound tires will be well put up to have some LSD to be doing some quick tuning work. Gonna have to switch back onto 10, 30, and staying on to have a 10 in braking sensitivity. But optionally, I'll have to go with 20 because to be on the level to be marked on the rear. Decrease on 360 top speed should be quite going much good. There we go. Now let's see how I could probably have to go decrease the tuning work to be on the power restrictor. We'll be going decrease at 632 horsepower. Don't forget to have the brake controller to be applied on the one to be on the rear. Alright, good to go. Let's go for race number 2 at Daytona. Is gonna go much prouder and excited to see how many GT players to be well challenging to race on, to have a real course variation to take on for having 5 laps. Let's go racing and go push up to the limit. Okay, close call onto turn 1 to enter it. And there's the airplane, might be taking off to go for a different location. Let's get it on and go faster to take the lead to go climbing up. Alright, there you go. Different race modification of the 4th generation Corvette CR1 in the red color, followed by the Ford Focus to have a very good, excellent, different variation. Now gonna have to go out onto the speedway section on turn number 6. Going closer and kick it up on the high gear is gonna be a very good, excellent daytime to be on the most flying condition in Daytona. Close call. Now go overtake on Cachao in the 2016 Chevy Camaro SS. Reed Delgado is now being overtaken in the blue Dodge Viper 2002. Enter the bus stop and go stay on track. Final sector clear. There's Felix to have a very good, perfect match Corvette to be as a reference to be known as a Gran Turismo 1/GT2 race modification to have a different look of the American racing style version. Lap number 1 clear. Move on in lap number 2, folks. Okay, sharpest turn like the 31-degree angle might be the perfect place to be on turn number 1 to go in onto the road course section. Might be very tricky and doing some well capability to master on every turns. Since you guys have ever remembered from the American Clubman Cup 700 by using the 4th generation Corvette CR1 with the UDRS Inspirtec livery. But I did my best to be on turn number 1. Might be very challenging to have some installed parts. Might be quite going way too faster and do some braking point to be going a little bit late. Well, make sure Going Clean Racing is the #1 best option to have a very good. Best personal favorite is the 6th generation Corvette CR1 with a 2009 model. Might be a very good, excellent racing competition spec version to be as a road car. So here's my lap time to be on the total time is 1 minute 55.285 seconds. Now it's getting closer to be on the bus stop to catch up to Igor Fraga once again. Daniel Soares is now looking forward to catch up to Igor. Let's speed up the pace. Go for the outside cornering and go for the inside to come right in. Staying on track, wait for the moment, and there you go. UDRS Insport Tech is in the lead to press on in lap number 3. Let's follow the line to enter turn number 1. 31-degree angle might be very good to be doing well practice to do some technique work. Now for the horseshoe, it's now going to be going right in onto the hairpin. Excellent driving style. Several FIA Gran Turismo Championship competitors are still moving on to have current position to be moved on. But it's going to be doing much brilliant to see how great they are to be well mastered on Daytona International Racing Course since GT5 and GT6. Let's go, keep up the pace, slow down. Alright, there you go. After 2 rounds in America, we're about to head off to Brazil for the final race in Pan American Championship. It's at Autódromo de Interlagos. Sounds like a very good proud moment for every Brazilian Gran Turismo players like you out there. Will be taking on in Interlagos. Is going to be a very good, proud Brazilian racing moment to see how great you are to be mastered on every corners, including the Senna S on turn 1 to turn 3, followed by the Curva do Sol. Well, of course, I've been there since the test season of the FIA Gran Turismo Championship in GT7 for only maybe like test season 2. But yeah, I just didn't remember back in test season 2 to be well participate. Well, maybe it was test season 1. But of course I just really did lost on track. Okay, looks like that was a close call. Lap number 4 goes in, and also to have one extra thing when doing a 31-degree angle in turn 1 might be very tricky. Try to stay on track and go for the braking point. We'll have to do a correct line to be well driving with no assistance to be required. But that is the quickest way to have this achievement to be part in GT7. Maybe I could probably have to give it a try to see how it feels like. Okay, let's go right in. It's almost nighttime because it's gonna be on dusk time. Headlights is turning on automatically by itself. Let's go. Let's go up in about 190 miles per hour and enter to the bus stop to be on turn number 9 and 10. Just like the driving technique style back from the Nations Cup in Test Season 2 by using the Ford F-150 Raptor to battle with the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Different strategy comes in to have different time condition of the variation is going to be doing excellent for only every American cars to be well mastered to be in the real course section. So now, here it comes for the final lap in race number 2 of Pan American Championship for Team UDRS Insportec. We'll go for the nighttime. But better make sure to have the fireworks. We'll be get ready it's gonna get much celebrated to have the most wonderful crowd entertainment in Gran Turismo 7. Let's go, keep on racing to stay clean, and take the horseshoe we go. So what are your favorite American cars to be used to enter in Pan American Championship? But the comments are still also to be available to be on the open, so you could probably have to think about it to have your favorite cars that you ever participate in the 7 Championship event. But don't worry, I'm just always enjoying having a fun moment in this part of the game. There you go. Nighttime is already here. Let's go faster to take the full final stretch to be in the speedway section on the track. One last bus stop, coming in and going forward to be on the apexes to stay on forward. Final stretch, here I go. Let's pack up the speed and go up in about 200 miles per hour. Closing up, and there you have it, folks. First place is a #1 proud American moment to have a very good unique livery design is doing a perfect spotlight. Now that's American competition in race number 2, folks. Daytona Road Course is checked and complete. Total time is 9 minutes 25.701 seconds, and the fastest lap I took in lap number 5 is 1 minute 51.235 seconds. Very faster and challenging for a supercar is going to be well achieved by doing some challenges in time trial. But once again, 52,500 credits is also to have a clean race bonus to be on a lucky chance. Standings at the end of round 2 might be turns out to become perfectly to have total points in 12 to be equals into 24. Igor Fraka did a good job in second place to stay on in the number 2 spot. And Rodriguez is now also to be moved on in third place to have 7 points to be earned. Daniel Soares did a good job to have number 4 to be in the position until climbing up onto third place will might get a chance before the final race. And especially to have several drivers who did a good job out there to have some different points by the standings until the end of round 2. But just gonna have to try and step up and go faster to have some good American cars to be well suitable to have some installed parts to be on the upgrade. But there you go, 3-star roulette ticket complete to be on the driving marathon, and that means another roulette ticket will be added as a bonus after competing in the 7 championship event. Freedom to win for myself and go forward on to South America after having 2 rounds in the United States of America is going to be a very good proud American Gran Turismo racing moment. Now give me a moment to have this thumbnail image to be captured. Almost had that perfect spotlight. Just give me one moment. Bino, just gonna have to be patient if you can probably have to skip the part of the duration of the video. Alright, there you go. Thumbnail image captured and replay saved. Let's go to Autodromo de Interlagos for the final race in Pan American Championship. It's going to be the perfect finish line after having a very good successful racing moment on 2 courses in America. But a proud moment on the Brazilian racing course in race number 3 is going to be the perfect time to have 5 laps will be going in underway. Here we are, folks. Race number 3 at Autodromo de Interlagos. 5 laps is now going to be a very good proud moment to have the final race. We'll be doing an overall winning to be in the first place. But I can't wait for the moment, guys. This makes a very good, excellent total point standings. We'll be doing first place by having a good chance to be on the main goal onto the podium. So now we have Portilla and Rodriguez is now featured in the interaction. Hola, my name is Fabian Portilla. I'm from Chile, just like Nicolas Rubelar. Nico and I are good friends. The first time I laid eyes on this Viper was at the Chile Auto Show in Santiago, the capital. The moment I saw it, I knew that I would never love anything more than cars. I'll be racing a blue Viper today. Nice to meet you, Portilla. Nice to meet you. Good thing Portilla is currently using the 2013 Dodge Viper GTS. But good thing he always likes that very good third generation Viper ever since the first and second generation of the Dodge Viper is also to have some different look and different chassis style. Now for Rodriguez to be on the second interaction before the final race will begin. Nice to meet you. I'm Manuel Rodriguez from Spain. One of my top 3 ideal cars is the Ford GT40 I'll be driving today. I hope I'll be able to race in the other 2 someday as well. Nice to meet you, Manuel Rodriguez. It's a fine honor to meet you for having a good today's race. Alright, let's do this, you guys. Let's do this, and 5 laps will be prepared, will go underway to be on a rolling start. So many spectators are being packed up to be around the course. It's gonna get much excellent and go for 5 laps for only 3 American manufacturer brands will do the final showdown. Alright, very good on the center S turns. Gonna have to go forward and overtake this very good, excellent variation of the 4th generation Corvette CR1. Let's go faster and go clean racing to master the corners in Interlagos. Blind corner successful, is doing a good job on to turn number 4 and 5. Now let's catch up until coming in onto the devil hairpins before reaching up onto turn number 6 through 7. Let's drive to hang on and go cornering to be well practiced. Alright, very good. Now let's just gonna have to do the right side to overtake the tuned version of the C7 Corvette. Keep driving. Now you're gonna have to go overtake onto the next sector. Excellent work. And go forward to be on the final corner is gonna be doing correctly at this very moment. Okay, looks like A. Rui Delgado is now going in onto 9th place. I have finally go push up to be on the overtake. A Felix in the 4th generation Corvette to have a very good different race modification version. Let's keep it up and go forward to catch up on to Manuel Rodriguez in position number 5. Stay on track and go straight away to hit the brakes. There they are right now. 4 drivers are now ganging up onto each other. Looks like Adam Wilk is doing a good standing position to catch up onto Rodriguez in the Ford GT40. talk about the FIA Gran Turismo Championship competitors are racing each other. Just like the Gran Turismo World Tour back then when they ever compete. So it looks like Portilla is now entered in third place. Gonna have to go right onto the third hairpin to stay on track. Keep up the acceleration on my Corvette. My old pal could probably have to get much excellent horsepower will do the trick. Oh, looks like Igor Fraga almost so close, and that makes Daniel Soares takes the lead. One 2002 Dodge Viper GTS in the red color with white stripes is now currently to be on the leading position on the defense. But however, UDRS will go offense will quicker to be entered in lap number 3. Fastest lap time I took is 1 minute 46.193 seconds, is doing an absolutely job incredible. Let's bring my sweet beauty onto the podium, and Master of the Corners on this track is going to be doing excellent, just like the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup to be on 2 different sides of the championship event. But mostly, I just really did remember back in 2021 of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup by using the 2018 Toyota GR Supra Racing concept is very good and excellent to be on Interlagos. But I just really remember back in the day is going to be doing well challenging and competitive along with other racers to be in the same Supra to be as a Group 3 class. But not to mention, because tomorrow's race is going to be the second round of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. We'll be doing a Group 3 class. Is going to be a GT500 spec version of the Toyota Supra. But I'll make sure I'll have to get set and do some more practice to master the turns and corners on Suzuka circuit. Is very important after round 1 at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps by using the SF19 Super Formula. Well, of course I did. I just recently uploaded 2 videos to have different methods, to have different positions, so I could probably have to keep on track to see how great am I could be participate in the 4th season of the championship event to be exclusive with Toyota cars. Lap number 4, here I go. Let's keep it up and practice well to have the fastest lap time will be well updated. Down the hill I go, take the center S's to be on turn 1 and 2. Curva do Sol onto turn number 3. Excellent running warm-up. And coming in on to turn number 4 to follow the line. Looks like my eyes are running up because it might be getting a little bit go on hot water. But I'll make sure I'll have to stay on focus to master the turns. Okay, there you go. Hairpin number 1 doing check. Hairpin 2 is doing great. Now for the third hairpin to go on. Okay, very excellent and doing well, capable to go faster. Kick it up on the high gear and climbing up onto the 5th gear to go up in 150 miles per hour and over. Final lap, folks. Here I go, and let's win this puppy to have a 1st place podium, to have a very good, excellent golden reward on the Pan American Championship. It's going to have the same trophy with a different look, just like Asia, Oceania, and European Championship. But hopefully, after Pan American Championship, World Touring Car Championship 600 will be coming up later on to be as a very excellent competition, to have some real cars to be as a competition. But also to have a 1st stage to be as a supercar class is going to be battled out onto each other. But I can't wait to see how the professional championship event is going to be turns out to become very awesome and excellent after 3 regional championship is going to be doing a job well done to be achieved on the podium. Also to be part as a GT campaign when you're doing a good job in first place to stay focused to go clean racing on every track. Especially on Autodromo de Interlagos, 3 hairpins is a very challenging, tricky work to go expert to see how every American car is going to be the very excellent #1 expert ever since you have acquired all license tests. We'll have to go in to do some challenging efforts. Here comes the final stretch, but I'll make sure that the driving assistance will be turned off in the next video, but I'll have to make sure to give it a try. Alright, there you go. Finish line has finally reached up in first place. Team UDRS in Sportec wins the race in Pan American Championship for only 3 rounds with an excellent clean effort on the racing opportunity. Now for the total time is 8 minutes 36.87 seconds. For the fastest lap I took is 1 minute 40.765 seconds in lap number 4. Several Gran Turismo players, including the FIA GTC competitors, is going to be a good job out there to have some different standings. We'll have to stay on top of each other. Especially for Daniel Suarez, did a good job to be moved on in 2nd place from the last event in race number 2. Igor Fraga did a good job to be ended up in 4th place with his green Corvette C7 2014. Manuel Rodriguez did a good job out there to have 3rd place in the Ford GT40 Mark I 1966 to have many several gap distance on the total time. And there you have it, folks. Race number 3 is finally checked and complete for only 3 times amount of clean race, and especially to have a roulette ticket to be as an added bonus. Total points on the standings is 36 from the last 2 championship, along with other drivers to be did a good job to be some different points at the end of the round. So now Igor Braga have finished in 2nd place, and that makes Daniel Suarez have finally finished in 3rd place overall to have the Dodge Viper GTS 2002 is a very good, excellent, faster pace to be domestic, not domesticated sports car. And goes on with Eb Portilla in the 2013 Dodge Viper GTS along with Manuel Rodriguez in the Ford GT40 Mark I 1966. Everybody did a good job, and also to have 4 of them did not receive a point, but it'll make sure that the next season we'll have to go better this time to have some different cars in the capable performance. So let's collect some earnings, and there you go. 3 times for the same trophy is going to become a #1 overall in Pan American Championship to have 70,000 credits to be as a ranking bonus. So let's go well applied up, 1.5 million credits, and here comes 3 Porsche to be as an overall ranking bonus. So let's see which car should I get. Gonna have to wait for the moment, and here it is. I'll take that 2009 Porsche 911 GT3 Type 997 to be as a silver. Brilliant, successful, and added to the car index is going to be my very good selected sports car for the next video. Almost there to be at car collector level 30, is going to get closer at the end for only 200 points left to go. Alright, one more replay for having a captured thumbnail image. Just gonna have to wait for the front view to have a perfect moment. Okay, looks like blocking the view might be doing optionally okay. thumbnail perfect complete, and third replay at the end is a very good, proud library moment to be on the highlights. So I guess this is going to be a perfect third moment in the regional championship is complete, you guys. But I know you guys did your best out there to have perfect best American sports car and muscle car to be well capable to have some different performance to be well installed. And there it is, same trophy to have a third time, just like Asia, Oceania, and European Championship. But wow, 3 same trophies and different line of effect is going to be doing a proud moment to see how good you are. Could probably have to take on with regional vehicles will be eligible to participate. So let's go back to the GT Cafe to have a very good, excellent outcome that Luca is going to be so happy that I just finally did a good job in first place. Excellent work. You won the Pan American Championship. I have your reward ready. Take it. You earn it. Sounds good. 4-star roulette ticket is now received. Since you have ever received a Porsche, next up is menu book number 30 to upgrade your favorite kinds of Porsche sports car will be eligible to be taking part in the Porsche Cup events. But luckily, I also received a 2009 Porsche 911 GT3 to be as a different type of model. But so far so close to have the Carrera RS and also the 2001 Porsche 911 to have a different type model. So let's have a good look of the trophy on Pan American Championship. I see this trophy commemorates your victory at the Pan American Championship. It was a treat to see all those American cars racing in such a distinctive American setting. It sure is, Luca. This trophy is a very good third time moment to be part in a regional championship. Alright. Well, I guess this is gonna be the perfect time we'll be going in to wrap this up at the end of the video, folks. Having 5 laps is going to get closer, will be reached up by over an hour. But I'll make sure I'll have to keep an eye out by having a duration time until gonna have to go in to do some different video editing on the computer. But optionally, I can still doing on Share Factory whenever I like to choose. But at the moment, because let's go in to be on the garage and have a very good excellent prize reward by using a roulette ticket. Let's go on to the GIP. 6 tickets is now stacked up to be collected. Now let's get ready to use this one to be on the 3-star. Here I go. Let's do this. So close, and almost had the chance to get the 2020 Honda Civic Type R. 5,000 credits, you guys. I know this is definitely not my lucky day, but I can still have enough ticket will be available by only a single day. Now I could probably have to use 2 3-star roulette ticket, we might have to go for another round. And that's getting closer to have the Toyota Crown Athlete G until I ended up to have a height adjustable sports suspension for the Toyota 86 GR MN 2016. But I'll have to hold on to it until I could probably have to purchase with some more cars to have some more currency credits to build up to take part in Clubman Cup Plus to be as a free time. Now I'm about to show you guys something that I just also to have a second Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009. I also to be highlighted to be marked as a wide car modification from the used car dealership before the start of the video. Originally, I have to keep it as a favorite because I'll have to keep this since I originally got it from the brand Central. There are different kinds of road cars with or without wide car modification is also to be well fitted because it might be not eligible to participate in the Nations Cup. Only however, road cars could be eligible to be entered to have some installed parts will be well capable to have some different ways and some different specification to be on regulation. But of course, wide cars might be quite very good well to be entered in the Nations Cup for only a temporary amount of time. With the exception of racing cars is now also to be having some different changes on different looks with wide body modification is going to be as a race spec version. So now I have to go counting to have wide cars is also to have some different type of different style. There's one is the Suzuki Cappuccino 1991 is the Gran Turismo race modification variant. Wide card number 2 is my UTRS livery variant of the Ford F-150 Raptor along with the Corvette CR1 4th generation 1989. And this one is going to be my Ford wide car vehicle to be using on the 2009 Corvette CR1 6th generation. But there are some different variation on every road car to have some wide body modification is going to be very excellent and turns out to become very differently just like the original. So I have to scroll down to be on the cursor to be on the D-pad. So next up, I'll have to go with a Porsche 911 GT3 Type 997 2009 to take on in Porsche Cup to collect 3 different year models of the Porsche 911 Turbo and Carrera RS to have type model. But it's going to get much excited out there to have more Porsche cars will be on the way after Pan American Championship. But also to have more cars will be needed to have some different livery design variation is going to be turns out to become more creative to be well used in custom race. But I'll make sure the first video segment will be set to be scheduled coming soon. But right now, today is May 21st and that means tomorrow is May 22nd on Sunday is round 2 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup by using the Toyota Supra GT500 1997 will be taking on in Suzuka Circuit. But I'll make sure I will be prepared and go with more practice on every corners to be well improved to set my lap time to go participate to have all kinds of different liveries in the same 1997 Toyota Supra GT500 racing car class. I'll make sure I'll do my best and go strategize to have different methods for only 2 videos to have race entry will be available. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7 you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7 and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.